Welcome, ma'am. Welcome to the talk show. As we have our special guest for today talk show, Miss Sarabjit Sindhu. Sarab has experience in different domain of clinical research, site management, monitoring and auditing, medical writing, and clinical trial transparency. She has published a book with the title of Clinical Research and Medical Writing Career Guides. So let's begin the talk. So is clinical research a good career choice? Before going further, ma'am, can you little bit explain more about your academic and then expertise till now, whatever you have done and what achievement you have done so far?
Yes, I can tell you. I have done masters in microbiology. I have done from Punjab Agriculture University, and along with that, I have also done MBA from Symbiosis. So, after post graduation and graduation, like every student, we try to explore the options. Those are having like long term potential.
Correct.
This is how I discovered clinical research. Is like I can apply my all knowledge and whatever I have learned, same time I can be in the field where I can help people, right? So I was fortunate enough that I got an opportunity after some time in a WHO. So even before that, when I was like doing my masters in university, I got an opportunity as a guest lecturer.
Okay.
So that is the place from where I got a little experience, in a teaching. So I used to go to one government college and take 1 or 2 lecture every day as a guest lecturer and come back while I was doing my master's degree. So with the WHO, when I started, I joined them as a microbiologist, but they were doing clinical research and I learned a lot about the field there. Then I slowly moved to a medical writing. I joined a clinic, Kynaps. Now it is a Seniors Health. So then after some experience, I joined the GSK as a clinical trial transparency manager. So this is like my experience in nutshell. And I learned along the way, I was not knowing like this is what I will be doing. But, the moment I started my journey, I kept on taking guidance, advice from seniors, and same time, I kept on building my skills. So this is how I progressed in my career. And then one thing I wanted to share with you, because I come from a background is like from a village, and then we don't get so many opportunities as a student who are in metro. They get, right. The resources are limited basically.
Correct.
Right? So that is how I got inclined. Like whenever some institute invites me, that can you please take one guest lecture for our student to guide them. So I always said yes. I thought maybe if I'm speaking there for 30 minutes, if some student can get some help, so it will be my pleasure, right? So then over a LinkedIn also, many students used to ask like how to join this field, like, how we can build these skills. Then I used to answer them always. Maybe, it can get little late, but I used to respond them. Then they used to ask me one thing, ma'am, is there any material or book which we can read? So that's how I also got an idea to write the book.
Great, ma'am. It's our pleasure to have you in the meeting.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Let's begin the talk. So now, is clinical research a good career choice? What your call, ma'am, on that point?
See, a lot depends on your, as an individual also, your interest. But if we see its growth and if we see that how much we are making a difference in our society, because of course we all have to work to earn a living, right? But same time, every one of us wanted to make some impact on society. So clinical research is, it is all about drug discovery and discovering new treatment, new diagnosis, new vaccines. So then in one way, you are also able to help your society. So as per me, it has a lot of growth opportunity. So you will be having many career opportunity for that. And second, you will be able to impact your society. So that is the two reasons that I feel it is a good interest.
Correct. Thanks for the describing about the career choice and clinical research. So, ma'am, what is clinical research and why clinical research is a good career option in the industry for a fresher? Those who are coming to industry, they don't know even this is a good career options or not. But as you are the expert, you more know the career options. So can you explain what is clinical research and why clinical research is a good career options?
See, if we are looking from a common man's perspective, clinical research is about doing a research or finding a new treatment for humans. Clinical, basically human. Any research which we are doing related to human, that is known as a clinical research. Now coming to question number 2, that how it can be a good career option for most of the students, right? If someone is interested.
Yeah.
So the reason is clinical research have multiple functions: clinical operations, medical writing, regulatory affairs, clinical data management. These are 4 key functions. So there are some functions you will be having exposure to IT. There are some functions there you have to use your writing skills. There are some functions you have to use your analytical skills. So everyone can choose according to your skills, according to your strengths, like which department I should be going, right? So you can say it has lot of options within itself.
Correct.
Right. So another thing is, I just wanted to complete this part. In India, like lot of work is also outsourced from outside.
Correct.
So maybe trial is happening outside in India, but most of contract research organization, they are having a base in India, which means you will get a lot of opportunity to work with them.
Correct. No issue, ma'am. Let's ask about what is the scope of clinical research? Is about the industry, what are the positions available in the market after doing clinical research or having learning experience on clinical research?
So scope is, I always tell students, link to the reality.
Correct.
Link it to the reality. It's just, even after our talk show, now we are discussing, student can go on a Google and internet. They can do their own research as well. But I wanted to touch the 2 points is that that we still have many health challenges that we have to address. So many diseases, so many treatments still to find out, right? So which means we need to do more clinical trial. More clinical trial means more people are needed to work in that. That is fair fact, right? Second is that our clinical trial industry is regulated by a regulatory body. Like in India, it is Drug Controller General of India, US FDA. So all these regulatory bodies, they are closely looking at how clinical trials are done. So they are bringing new guidelines, new rule and regulation. New rule and regulation means more work. More work means more people are needed, right? So that it has lot of scope. But the only thing that are, what are the current guidelines, right? So that when they go for any interview, they are able to answer the questions, right? And coming to junior level positions are fresher after university. What they can aim is that maybe say if it is a clinical operation, maybe clinical research coordinator, clinical research associate, right? Or these days is trial master file analyst, or maybe simply clinical trial analyst as a position, pharmacovigilance associate, medical writing associate. So this list is long, Yeah. Even these days, there are organizations, they are opening up with internship positions, like 3-month internship, 4-month internship, right? So there are plenty of opportunities.
So there are multiple opportunity, but the student had to learn about the new things in clinical research. They might be getting hired by industry.
Yes, they should be knowing what this field is, what are different functions, what are the key regulations in this field.
Correct. Ma'am, what is the starting salary of a clinical research expert? Might be those are joining as a fresher. So what is the starting salary or basic salary can we talk about?
If I look at the numbers, it varies a lot. Gap is a lot. It can, can start from 20,000, you can say, and can be 35 as well. But I will say, to a fresher is that if you are getting any opportunity initially for 6 months, don't at least for 6 months only, just overlook this part, salary part.
Correct.
Take that experience, and they will get plenty of chances to make a switch or make a better career choice or to join another organization who are giving you a better salary. Now, I give you example. If that is a small contract research organization, they are paying little less, like I said, 20,000 something. If it is like MNC level contract research organization or a pharma company, they have better standards. They are paying little more. But once you have experience, because when you really work in one field, you gain experience in a real time. That is going to help you. So, and I will also suggest students, they can also do their own homework. Suppose now we have given you a general picture, right? But when they're going for an interview, they know, like, am I going for a big organization or is it a small? Or so they simply can go to Glassdoor, try to find what salary they are offering. So according to that, when some interviewer asks them, what is your salary expectation? So they can give a better answer,
Correct. So as a fresher, everybody thinking the same scenario, like experience doesn't matter, but getting high pay is the main matter for every learners or every fresher students. But what is your advice on that? Like already you advise much on it, but I need more about is salary is the first parameter to check for a fresher, or only experience is the matter?
See, even if I see that, money matters, I'll say, because we all need money in our life to fulfill our needs, right? And that's why we are working. That's a fair fact, right? But I just advise students, initially, for, as I said, 6 months or so, whatever opportunity they are getting, join it, take it, take the experience. Then they will be having, more opportunities to explore. Because if once you have some experience, A, you have a stronger knowledge, B, you will be having options to explore. Now, because now you have some experience with you, our next company will be able to trust you. Now, I give you my example. Initially, before joining WHO, I had this very small opportunity, GBK Bio, that is a CRO. They offered us 3 months, only 3 months, this, you can say, trainee opportunity. It was 3 months only, and they were paying me just 9,000 only. So I took that. So because and with me only, my few of my friends, they rejected it because of they were just paying very less, and it was just for 3 months. They were very clear, it is just for 3, right? But I took it. I said, like, something is better than nothing, so it will give me some experience. When I went for my interview at a WHO, what first thing they picked, along with microbiology, the GCP, because they saw that I worked in one CRO.
Correct.
So that helped me in such a big way. That small opportunity which I worked and I gained my skills, that ultimately helped me to land in such a big opportunity, because WHO was quite a big thing, So, but my reason for success being there along with my master degree was because I had worked for 3 months. That's why I tell students, if you are getting any opportunity, take it. Initially, take it. Once you have experience, negotiate. Do hard negotiation for yourself.
करेक्ट. एज ए फ्रेशर मैम हमें भी ये सेम प्रॉब्लम आती है, एंड ऑल्सो वी स्टार्टेड करियर विद द मिनिमम पे, right? But once we survive in the industry for 2 or 3 years, might we salary automatically increase.
And I tell freshers another thing, that initially knowledge and skills matter a lot. Because when we are in university, we mostly study and write exams.
Correct. Yeah.
So I tell them, instead of salary, you can have an opportunity to negotiate other things. Like once you joined, negotiate, like, please give me extra work, which will help you to learn new skills. Maybe you joined as a clinical research coordinate, but you are interested in medical writing. Talk to your manager that I'm more interested in writing. Can you give me some writing work also?
Correct.
That is also a smart way of a negotiation. You know, so
Yeah.
because ultimately when you gain skill, you know that
Correct.
nothing is possible.
So salary won't be a matter for any experienced guy. Salary is matter only for a fresher guy, right?
Pressure, but you know, because instead of saying experienced guy, I will say salary doesn't matter when you're skilled.
Correct, correct.
So I can say, yeah,
Yes.
when you're skilled, right, salary doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
So try to gain those skills. Initially, negotiate for skill.
So
Join
whatever,
the company.
whatever
Yes.
opportunity they are getting, just take in hand and start their career.
Start their career, because clinical research, not in India, abroad also, because getting on doors, getting into industry is little hard.
Correct.
Once you are there, then you have very wonderful experience when you are working very hard.
They might be, once they join in any industry, whatever is small or big organizations, they are getting connections after joining there. So multiple opportunity, multiple connections will build up, and then might
Yeah.
be automatically you get multiple options or positions in different company. So
Yes.
so that is, as a fresher, my advice for any learner or any freshers, join whatever they pay to you.
Correct.
Don't ask much, ये चाहिए वो चाहिए or something like that. Just gain experience and you open your door, multiple door in front of their other organization as well.
Yes, like I said, I joined as a microbiologist.
Correct. Yeah.
Now I'm working as a medical writer.
Correct.
So I was not knowing, but I discovered it.
Yes, that's the true scenario. Ma'am, can you suggest to the learner what to focus on, make a career in clinical research? What to focus on that?
All right. What to focus on is, first thing is that gain your skills in terms of what clinical research is, what are the key regulations, gain knowledge on that. Once you have knowledge, because initially you will be tested on your knowledge.
Correct.
Once you moved into, you got some work to do, maybe you are landed up in clinical research coordinator job, or maybe clinical research associated job.
Yes.
Try to learn real-time skills like how to communicate with each other, right? How to put a work on a priority, how you can go extra mile, how you can be a smart worker. So these are the skills really going to help you in a long time. One thing will really help you in a clinical research is lot of reading. Keep yourself updated. What is new in the market? What is new thing is happening in the field, right?
Yes, yes.
That is going to really help you. And good writing skill. Maybe not you are in a medical writing, but in general, because you have to drop so many emails. Teams are mostly global. You have to communicate with them. So
Correct.
good writing skills, how you can draft, how you can communicate is going to help you. So maybe initially as a student, we don't have these skills, but slowly we can build these skills.
So good presentations is also required for a medical writer.
Yes. Yes, yes.
Good to hear, ma'am. All the points have clearly solved for the learners, those who are pursuing a career in clinical research. Please tell us more about your book, which is published in the market, ma'am.
Yeah, it is published last year. So it is my pleasure to talk about the book because I just wrote it. I didn't give it much thought. So mostly I wrote it from student perspective.
Correct.
Like what they need to know about a clinical research. And because I worked as a medical writer, so I thought it is good to discuss key medical writing document also. And in Indian setting, we don't have such books also. So I thought maybe, there are a lot of clinical research courses available in India. But sometimes it is not possible for everyone to join those courses.
Okay.
Maybe some of the reasons, right? So, or even they have joined some course, they want to read at their own.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
So that keeping that in mind, like what fundamental knowledge they need and what they need to know to write about these clinical research documents. So I wrote that book. I kept 2 points in mind is that it should be in a simple language.
Correct.
Should not be very technical, right? When we are reading academic books, they are very difficult.
Yes, yes.
So when I am free in a free time, that if I want to read this book, so I am able to read it. It should not be feel stressed on me.
Correct.
The second thing is that it should be having everything which a new person need to know about industry.
Correct.
Like, if suppose tomorrow I have an interview, I have nothing else to read. I pick this book, I prepare myself. I will be able to face that interview confidently.
Correct. Correct.
And while studying, we prepare ourselves a lot on knowledge part.
Correct.
But same time, we don't prepare ourselves for interview. So that is the reason I have given one chapter on interview, so that what are the key questions those are asked during interview, and how you should prepare for those questions. If you are having a written test, what kind of a written test can come? So all these questions I have given in this book. So you can say it is like one-stop shop.
Correct.
Student can refer it,
So really,
before going into.
it's really helpful for a fresher, those who are making career in clinical research, they can just read it and go for the interview, or might be
Yes.
take one, we can say like in एक book में सारा कुछ cover है.
Correct. Not only that, when we are fresh, जैसे आप नए जॉब पे गए हो, आप हेजिटेट होते हो लोगों से पूछने से कि मैं ये पूछूं नहीं, दूसरे मेरे बारे में क्या सोचेंगे. जहाँ मतलब मे बी आप you wanted to sound it that I am prepared.
Correct.
That in that way, this will also be
correct,
right, because it's not easy for everyone to know everything. It takes some time.
So fear and hesitation is like inside every process. They are worried
Correct.
anything new. Correct.
And this is also one of the scenario कि आपके आसपास आपने जॉब तो ले ली, बट योर मैनेजर इज सो बिजी, उसके पास टाइम नहीं, बट और कोई है नहीं आपको बताने वाला, तो कहाँ से ढूंढोगे?
Correct.
So this book has all those directions.
Okay, ma'am, this is also available on Amazon, I guess. Can you please describe?
Yeah. Its price is also very economical. Like just for 500 they can get it.
Okay, so you can buy this book from Amazon. You can get the link in descriptions after published on YouTube channel. Thank you for joining, ma'am. Thank you for the talk show, and
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Rise and Shine channel for getting such valuable contents.